At least a little bit.
Were we not ready for this time?
No, we're ready.
We're
Let's
ready.
go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So,
Hi.
hi. So, we are introducing this as a new channel for people to follow and watch. What's going to be the name of it?
Feral Fit.
Okay. We're doing this.
Or Feral Fitness. I don't know.
Feral Fitness, I think.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
It's something feral.
You'll know whenever we put it up because the title of it will be on there. But we're doing this as a channel for real people going through like fitness and trying to make their way through it. Because you see a lot of stuff on TV, advertisements, even on your phone, Facebook, whatever. And you see fitness models or exercise equipment for people who that's their job. That's all that they do. And they look wonderful doing it. Like, you're like, wow, that's really great. Except it's not practical. Not practical at all, actually.
It's not real life. And I think people get really discouraged a lot of times because they see all these models and famous people that are stick skinny, and I don't know where I'm going with that.
Well, like, comparing yourself to, let's just use, like, Chris Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor. Like, comparing yourself to that guy. He gets paid to literally work out.
Myself to him.
Yeah, wish I could. But he gets paid to literally work out and look like that.
Right.
I don't. I have a job that I have to go to.
I don't. So I don't have an excuse.
Well, there's that. But, you know, like most people have jobs that they have to go to, and they don't have 6 to 7 hours a day to sit there and work out. So what happens to those people? They have all the best intentions in the entire world, but it just doesn't actually pan out most of the time simply because they don't get the results that they want.
Well, a lot of it is that we live in such a microwave society when everybody wants something instant. They want that instant gratification, and that's not how it works.
No.
You have to put in the work. You have to put forth the effort if you're going to get the results that you want. And anybody that's spouting all this stuff about quick fixes and lose 30 pounds in 30 days, it's a scam. It's a scam. And if it does work, first of all, it's not going to be healthy. Second of all, it's not going to be sustainable. You're going to, as soon as you stop doing whatever you're doing, you're going to gain all that back and probably more.
Yeah. And so there's no magic pills or anything like that. I feel like to take. Like, I feel like it's hard work is essentially the only thing that's going to get you there. And figuring out what works best for yourself, not one cookie cutter essentially system that's gonna fit every single person in the entire world, because it just doesn't work like that.
Right. I mean, even if everybody ate exactly the same, did the same workouts, nobody's gonna look the same. That's how it is. What works for me is not gonna work for you, and it's probably not gonna work for somebody else. But our whole point of this is showing everybody that normal people with other obligations and real life jobs, not me.
There are a lucky few out there.
They can take steps to being healthier without doing drastic things, without crash dieting, without diet pills, without spending hours and hours at the gym, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And this is a kind of walkthrough, I guess you would be, for our trials and tribulations as we go through it. It's to really put on, or necessarily put out there, our successes, our failures, certainly, especially talking about things that, you know, have worked, don't work, you know, kind of diet-wise, stuff like that. And kind of
just some tips and tricks to get started.
Yeah.
Because that's the hardest part, really.
Yeah. And then once you get started, like, you actually start seeing changes and then maintaining those changes and kind of working around life's events too, because things inevitably come up, and, you know, it just happens. It just really does. And a lot of times people feel like failures if they just stop. Well, you're not a failure. It's just life. Like, it just the way that it is. So essentially, this is us putting our quirky little spin on everything, and we will have themed shows. Essentially, like we'll pick a
Are
top.
we?
We're gonna have a topic like each week, and we're gonna talk
Good to
about.
know.
We're gonna
So
talk about
obviously,
something.
this was his idea.
It was. It
I already
was.
work on social media, but most of mine's graphics, behind the scenes stuff. And so this is going to be stepping out of our comfort zone, like
Pretty big.
jumping off a cliff, basically.
Pretty big out of our comfort zone. In fact, during this video right now is actually pretty big jumping out of our comfort zone, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
And basically, not necessarily putting our whole lives out there for people to see or hear or whatever.
No, because we want to keep a little bit of privacy and stuff to ourselves because, I mean, it's just not your business.
Yeah.
But
But, you know, just talking about like things that went well, things that didn't go well, and, you know, trying to be a little bit funny about it, essentially.
oh, I'm real funny.
Yeah, she is.
I'm
She
real
is
funny.
actually. So
That's what I'm here for. Comedy. That's my job. That's what I should do. I should be a comedian.
there you go. We could try this out and see if people
Ah.
finally find you funny.
I am funny. Everybody
Yeah.
tells me so.
So there you go. And that'll kind of be how it goes. And we'll just see how all this works out. So I'm pretty excited about it. I just turned 39 yesterday. And so that's kind of what motivated me. And I'll be 40, obviously, in 1 year from yesterday.
Ooh, good math, boo.
I
Good
know.
math.
Ooh, that I actually struggled with that. I actually struggled with that. I was like, how long till I turn 40?
And I will be 33 this year. So,
Ooh, getting close to 35.
I don't, it doesn't bother me at this point.
Yeah.
I wasn't even mad about turning 30.
I'm not really mad about turning 40. I'm not.
I mean, I don't know why you would
I mean,
be.
it's going to happen
change.
inevitably anyway. So, but I want to be fit for 40. That's essentially what I wanted to do for the first time, really, in my entire life, to actually be fit. I used to be skinny and things like that, but I wasn't actually like really fit
Not
at
a
all.
cute skinny, though.
Yeah, not a cute skinny.
Mm-mm.
I wasn't fit or anything like that. So I really want to try to do that because I want to give the best version of myself to my wife here and my daughter.
That's me.
And be able to do those things, like I said, in a way that makes sense to me and works for me.